Hello everyone, it's Wyvern, and today I'm going to try and make an any % speedrun tutorial for the MSX2 game Vampire Killer. So first I'd like to actually thank Jaguar King, who laid a lot of the groundwork for this run several years ago, and then also I'd like to thank Scrimper, Burb and Malert for putting a lot of work into the run in more recent times as well. So if you're going to run this game on emulator, currently the allowed emulator is OpenMSX. And if you're going to submit a run, then you have to specify what machine you're emulating. And in OpenMSX, you can do that by going to the menu here and then go Advanced, Toys and Utilities, and then go Info Panel. And you can see there in the bottom left, it specifies a Panasonic FS-A1 WSX, which is what we've got it set to here. That's kind of like the standard we've been kind of going for anyway. If you want, you can also put on the input viewer by going down in that same menu and going to cursors. Where is it? Oh, there we go, cursors. Yeah, and that shows you the inputs there. I'm actually going to turn the info panel off for this tutorial, just so it might be a little easier to see the input viewer, because they do kind of overlap a little bit. Okay. So a couple of other things. Simon moves. If you've ever played like NES Castlevania, he seems to move in a very similar way. Got the jump forward. The jump is committed, so you can't kind of like back. Once you've jumped forward, you can't kind of like back out of it. He does move a little bit quickly. He does walk quite quickly in this game, and also he whips quite quickly as well. So you don't really want to mash the whip button really. It's generally better to always do a rhythm. But you can see how quick that rhythm is in this game. A couple of other things to note is that we'll be picking up a lot of items throughout the run, and I'll try and cover those as we get to them. The sub-items that we're going to collect, they don't... to use them, the controls are slightly different in this game to like NES Castlevania. In the NES game, you kind of just up and attack, and that does all of the sub-weapons. In this game, not so much. So, for example, Holy Water is like up and forward. Stopwatch is up and down, so interesting control scheme certainly, but we'll get to those items in a bit. And the other thing is that you have to pick up keys in this game. The gold keys to open treasure chests and the silver keys to open doors to allow you to progress. So with that said, let's move on to level 1. Okay, level 1. So initially here we're going to be trying to collect a lot of hearts, because you do tend to want a lot of hearts in this run, because they carry over from level to level. So we're just going to do a couple of jump whips here. So the jump button quickly followed by the whip button to collect all of these hearts. And then also a whip upgrade from this candle here. And head into the castle. And then as soon as we head into the castle, hold left and immediately go left. So it's a bit counterintuitive, because you'd think that would just leave the castle the way you just came. But no, it actually takes you to a different area. So want to go immediately left. Oh, hang on a moment. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we're going to immediately go left here. Gonna whip this wall, get the silver key from inside. Climb the stairs here. We're going to get to about here, roughly, and then we're going to do a jump, slightly delayed whip, and that should be able to get the heart from this candle. So we're going to go jump, delayed whip, get the heart from the candle, and then straight up the stairs. Then this room, it's a little tricky. You kind of have to jump around here with the as Simon's lined up with the candle. To jump around there. Well, not that late, but jump around there, and then duck under the dog, and then a quick sort of jump up to the left there. And that's a little trickier than it looks. It's not too precise or anything, but it's very easy for the input to get eaten and not to actually jump off the ledge. So let's just do that again. So we're going to jump, duck, jump up there, and then jump up here to the door, which is going to use the silver key. Then in this section, we're going to get about 2 blocks away from the edge. So, well, if that doesn't hit me about here, then we're going to jump down there, go down the stairs, whoop, into the nice Fishman area. Jump immediately, and then just jump again. And then the next screen, we're going to wait slightly, jump whip, and then jump immediately again. Jump delayed whip there, and then you can quickly jump whip that Fishman if I just go a little bit quicker. So jump, jump, jump delayed whip, jump, jump whip, and up the stairs we go. If you try and do the jump whip on the block there too quickly, it won't actually whip the block. Some of the timings and hitboxes are a bit unusual in this game. Okay, so we get to one of the cool new tricks here. So there's the stair glitches in this game, where if you walk exactly 32 steps on a staircase, and then you leave, or the 32nd step is the step you step off the staircase, you will carry on going in either direction, which allows you to basically skip the door down here. There's a nice there's a door down here that you normally have to get a silver key for to get to the boss, but with this trick you don't have to. So what you do is we're just going to jump up here, down here, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and then the 32nd step is going to be the step that takes us down here. But an easier way of kind of remembering that for this one, instead of having to count each time, is just down here to the bottom, back up to the top, back down to the bottom, back up to the top, and back down to the bottom. And then the 32nd step is the one that takes us off once again. So yeah, that's a much easier visually way of kind of remembering that. A visual way of remembering that. There we go. So then we're going to head up here to the boss. We're going to immediately jump and go right. Just make a save state here. So the bat fight here, each swoop he sort of does, so not that one, but this one here, a swoop like that we call one cycle, and then he'll set up for the second cycle here. The fastest way you can beat this boss is one cycle, which is not easy to do, and this boss is kind of random as well in terms of where exactly he moves and his fireball timings. We kind of have a rough way of going about it though. If I find a one cycle clip, I will put it in here. But generally the idea is to sort of walk between these two windows here, whip on the way up, and then kind of time it so you won't get a second whip on the way down of your jump as well. So let's show that again here. Make a save state there. So whip, 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 whip. It's better to get hit as early as possible. It would have been better, honestly, if that fireball had hit us. So we're going to get hit by that fireball on purpose, which means we can then get whips in as the bat's swooping down, and there's a nice 2 cycle. Let's try that again. Walk into the bat there if I don't get hit by the initial fireball. Now if he goes up there, that's where things kind of go a bit wrong. Usually I'd reset for this because he doesn't come back down again for a while, so you're looking at like 4, 5, 6 cycles, if not even more. But we're going to go back here, apple, apple. Or apple, apple is how I do my whip rhythm, but I'm sure everyone else has their own way of getting a whip rhythm down. Oh, should have gotten hit by that, that fireball there, but it works out either way. Although I suppose if you don't take it, if you can do it without getting hit, then it's a slightly quicker countdown at the end of the level because you don't have to worry about the HP bar filling, but one hit makes very, very small amounts of difference. So anyway, yeah, level 2. Right, so level 2, we're going to immediately head to the left as soon as we get into the level. We're going to jump whip immediately to get a blue crystal from a candle, which will give us invincibility. Then we're going to head to do our next stair glitch, so let's head up. Let's jump whip to get the blue crystal, get past the spear knight. Then we're going to head up, down, up again. Then I'm going to go 1, back up, 2, back up, 3, back up, 4, back up, 5, back up, 6, back up, and that'll do the stair glitch. Now, however you want to, you can do whatever other way you want. The issue is if you head all the way back down to sort of visually do it, like we did the first stair glitch, like just a very easy up down thing, that spear knight will hit you if you go back down the second time. So that's how I do it to remember the stair glitch. But as long as the 32nd step is the one leaving the staircase, it'll work. So we're going to head up here. Now we're going to get into the wall here and we're going to very slightly tap left. Then we're going to do 2 jumps to get up to the top here. Let's make a safe state. Then we're going to head to the right. Turn around and face the wall and then whip. And that spear knight will boost us into the silver key we need. Then we want to jump off, get the gold key, jump there, get that blue crystal. Get the ring as well, which will actually destroy enemies that you touch. And then we head up here. So let's do that one more time here. So we're going to fall, turn around whip, get boosted into the silver key, jump and get the gold key, fall down, walk to the edge of that platform, Be careful how you time the whip as well, because it's very easy to miss candles in this game because of the whip's hitbox. So fall, get the silver key, jump gold key, jump blue crystal, get the blue ring, and then head up the stairs. Okay, next screen. We're going to go up here. We're going to do 2 jumps quickly. We need to jump whip that Medusa on that jump, and then we're going to get the stopwatch from the treasure chest. So let's do that again. So we're going to go jump, 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 whip. Sometimes the Medusa head will fly over you, but not always, and then we just got to wait for that treasure chest there. And next up towards this door here, we're going to do the stopwatch glitch, which will basically freeze every enemy for almost the rest of the game, until level 6, but we'll get to that. So that makes everything considerably easier. So how we do this is, I'm just firstly going to whip that back, gonna get that out of the way. And then what we have to do is we need to jump up to this platform here before the door, but then before we touch the door, we need to jump in the air towards the door, then activate the stopwatch, and then land, like, land and activate the door. That's not a good way of putting it, but I'll try and show you what I mean here. So we're going to go jump, and then we're going to jump forward, activate the watch immediately. So jump forward, and I missed it there. So that means these enemies are still going to be moving around here, but let's try again. So jump, then jump forward and activate the watch, and as we land on the door now all the enemies will be frozen for the rest of the game. So then we can just come through here, jump across the platforms here, jump, jump. Then we get to this screen where you can quickly just jump up there and whip that heart. It's okay if you miss that jump though. If you fall down here, it's fine. But either way is fine. Jump, grab the heart. Now you can kind of jump all the way over this spear knight if you get close enough and land directly on that top platform there. Usually it's easier just to kind of land here and then jump up, but it is slightly faster to sort of go. You've got to get very, very close to the spear knight to do it that way. Yeah, there we go though. Okay, next up we've got a couple more platforms to jump over. There's a couple of small hearts here if you want them. Okay, then we're going to jump here, jump up, jump over, another silver key from the wall. Oh, don't want to get hit, preferably don't want to get hit by that spear knight. Hang on a moment. So just jump, jump, jump whip there, jump whip there if you want that heart, although I missed actually grabbing it there. Up here again. Grab the silver key over the spear knight, and then for this room you've got to sort of jump right at the edge of the platform there, or as Simon's about here, so as he's kind of like in line with this second block of the platform, you want to jump. So it's quite a quick jump because there's no scrolling in this game. There are a few sections where you kind of have to jump almost immediately. So jump and then walk across, jump at the edge of that first platform, and that should land you on the second one, and you can just get across quite straightforwardly. So jump towards the edge, jump again, and jump. There we go, as we head towards the door into the next section. So here we want to go jump down, jump towards the edge of this platform. It's kind of difficult to completely clear that. Again, if you just do it like that, fall down and jump, it's not really any much slower, but the very edge of that platform you can jump and fall down like that. Then we want to crouch and whip this block. We want to get the heart. Then the second block, which will be a slime. This slime won't actually hit you while it's frozen like this. It's strange. Some enemies will still hit you while frozen, some won't. So you can, in this case, the slime won't, so it's fine. So then you can either just walk forward and whip the block, or you can jump like that to save a few frames and get the silver key that's all the way in the far wall there. Next room, we have some crushers. You can get through this room quickly without losing time and damageless, but it might be dependent on like a global timer of where the crushers are at in their cycle. The best way I've kind of found to get through it fairly often is to do 3 quick jumps, basically. Like as soon as you're on the next screen, jump, and then as soon as you land, jump, and then jump again. So let's show you what I mean here. So, okay, got hit by the crushers this time. See if I can maybe get a pattern that might work. Nope. There we go. And yeah, we're through now. So yeah, it's not always going to work. We think it might be like a global timer thing. We're not certain. There's like a few things in this run that we're kind of not fully certain on how they quite work, but that's kind of the idea, and that gets you through nice and quickly. So we're going to whip that block. Again, treasure chest doesn't matter. Going to jump up to the top there, and then jump over the bone pillar. Gonna whip that to get the whip upgrade, so we can make sure to do a lot of damage in the incoming Medusa fight. There's a couple more hearts here. There is a cross here as well. So I had to look up what this cross does, because I just always jump for it, but I couldn't actually remember what it does. And apparently it prevents enemies appearing, so I don't think that cross is actually particularly useful. But we're going to get to the big heart from that candle. And a little heart from that candle as we go into the Medusa fight. Now, as soon as we get into this Medusa fight, we're going to want to do 2 jumps, like just 2 forward jumps without trying to move forward much further than that. Medusa will appear, but she'll be frozen thanks to the stopwatch glitch. And then all you have to do is kind of whip her down like that. So it's a fairly straightforward fight. And then as you're waiting for the orb, you can get some hearts here. And then also, to save a little bit of time on the countdown, you can get a red orb there, which will heal you. And yeah, that's all for level 2. Time for level 3. Okay, level 3. So there's no stair glitches or anything like that in this level. But there are a few fairly precise skeleton jumps that you don't have to do. But I'm going to try and show those anyway. Initially though, we're going to jump whip to get a nice heart there. Going to get 2 blocks away from the edge of the screen, then we're going to jump forward, and then as soon as we get to the next screen, we're going to instantly whip, and that should get us a big 5 hearts from a candle. So jump, whip, get the big 5 hearts. And then we come to a skeleton jump. Now you can get about 2 blocks away from him and just go jump, jump, land in between and get up here. You can actually get directly to this platform from the from here. You can actually get directly up to the platform, but it's kind of precise. It's a little bit annoying. Let's see if I can try and get it here. Let's see if I can get it once. There we go, straight up there. Alternatively, if you don't want to mess around with any of that, you can just go 4 whips will kill a skeleton, and you can just jump straight up like that. Right, there's a big 5 hearts in here if you need it. Again, it does loses a little bit of time to get, but not very much. You think the heart count's going to be lower later in the run. But yeah, we can go up here. I'm gonna jump whip that heart there. And then this first skeleton jump, yeah, these ones are probably the hardest ones. You kind of have to get about Simon's face aligned with the sort of crack in the brick that's just in front of the skeleton, or the skeleton's face. It's kind of tricky. I sometimes kind of use the little light grey line that's in front of Simon's face as well, kind of in the middle of that. But yeah, you kind of go towards the line. And then jump, oh, and then that's what usually happens. But let's see if we can get it once there, and there we go. We clear it all the way. I don't know how precise that is, but it's fairly precise, and it doesn't really save that much time. You can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's fine. This one's probably worth trying. Again, I kind of use this little brick that's in front of the skeleton's face as a visual cue to try and go. Jump up, and then as we jump over the skeleton, we want to whip because there's a wall. The top wall there can be broken, and there's a key inside we need. So we're gonna jump, hit the key, and we were too far away, so we get boosted back. So there's a few different outcomes. You can either get boosted back like that, you can land kind of between the skeleton and the wall, or you can just clear it completely and get right up to the key. So let's see if I can show that here. So, nope, too far away again. Oh, so I landed in between the skeleton and the wall. That's the second thing that can happen. The ideal thing is you just land straight on the platform. Let's see if I can do it once. Like that. There we go. And then you can just drop down and take the damage boost off the skeleton. Now this skeleton will be back, and you can either sort of try the jump again. I never really had a great visual cue for this, but perhaps there might be something in the bricks in the background that can be used. But you've got to be very, very close to make the jump. Otherwise that will happen and it's really not good. Let's see if we can try and get it once. There we go. Alternatively though, you can once again just do 4 quick whips and he's gone. It's not too much of a problem. Okay. So we're gonna from about 2 blocks away, or you can get as close as you like really, but anywhere sort of in this block, jump up here. And then I often found when I was doing runs, if I was kind of landed right on the edge, it would very often eat my jump input here for jumping up to the top. So you might want to move slightly to the left before you jump off. I mean, it should be fine, but you kind of have to almost like one frame the jump in a way, the jump and the right input to get up there. Yeah, so we head up the stairs though once we are up here. Okay, so from here we can go and jump, and on the way down try and hit that candle. I think it's from about sort of as you're in the middle of this first block here, I think, if I recall. Yeah, there we go, get the big heart. Then on this next screen we're going to jump here, get that heart. Big heart. Jump up. Instead of climbing the stairs, you can just jump up the staircase there. Jump up here to this screen, and then once again we're going to grab the big heart in the top candle here. We're going to land, then we're going to jump whip and grab the heart that's sort of, or the candle that's kind of behind the skeleton there. So we're going to go jump whip, get close, jump whip, and land on that platform, and all is well. Okay, next area. Right, so there's a fake wall there that we're going to whip. Jump up there, the slime won't hurt you. Jump all the way down. Now we want to hit this first candle here, which are the boots, which will make Simon move a bit faster, which is always very nice in a speedrun. Then we're going to hit the second candle to get a whip upgrade. Then jump off the platform. Then just head up the staircase. Right, so then we want to hit this candle here. That will have the wings. Now the wings allow you to jump higher, which is going to be important for grabbing a silver key coming up. So we're going to go across here to the right, just jump over the gap, jump over the bone pillar, and then jump to this platform. Now as soon as kind of we go to the screen transition here, I'm going to start like mashing jump to try and jump as soon as possible on the next screen, which will allow us to jump up and get a silver key. So there we go, jump up, get a silver key, do that. Oh, didn't make a save state. So we're just going to go across here again. So yeah, so it's kind of up here normally. You can just jump and get it like that if you want. Slightly quicker to just sort of jump like that and then back round here. Then we're going to just fall off here straight down. Then we're going to move ever so slightly to the right, only a little bit. Then jump forward. Then jump forward again. And that's going to take us down here. We're going to have to crouch and whip the block and then go straight to the door. Okay, next, just jump over this little treasure chest here. And then over the bone pillar. Jump over these two, and now as we jump over this second bone pillar, we want the candle, the last candle in the room here. For some more boots, which makes us go even quicker, which is always nice. And now, as we go on to the next screen though, we want to kind of jump instantly. As soon as the screen transition happens, I'm already kind of mashing jump just to jump as quickly as possible, because it's very easy to like not be able to jump quickly enough here before you fall, especially now that Simon's moving so quickly. So we're just going to go jump, and we're across, jump, and jump. Okay, we're going to jump whip this candle here to get invincibility, so we don't get hit by the skeleton as we jump whip this. To break through here. Then we just fall down again, go down these stairs. I'm going to crouch immediately, so we're not going to move forward at all so we don't hit the fleaman. We're just going to literally hold down to get those down the stairs, and then we'll crouch, whip the fleaman, go to the treasure chest here and get some holy water. And then because we're moving so fast now, we should be able to make this nice jump. Grab the silver key. Ideally grab that candle as well. There we go, for another 5 big hearts. Now this skeleton jump's actually fairly lenient, you don't have to do it. Now that we've got the whip upgrade, the skeleton just dies in 2 hits and we can go to the door. But I think around sort of this crack in the brick where Simon's face is, I think is a good point to jump. Oh, or was that maybe too close? Maybe slightly earlier. Maybe that sort of light grey line perhaps is a good visual. Yeah, there we go. And we're into the mummy fight. Okay, so we're going to jump once over. Oh, now this is where problems start because up is also jump. It's very easy to accidentally start throwing holy waters everywhere. It's quite annoying actually. So to throw the holy waters, as I mentioned at the start, it's up and forward. Don't know why, but it is. So we're going to jump once over. Then as we jump forward, we're going to jump forward and then hit up and the opposite direction to throw the holy water like that. So it's going to go jump, jump, up and the opposite direction. So I suppose when I said it's up and forward, it's up and one of the horizontal directions. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. So jump, jump, up and back there to throw a holy water. Then we're just going to neutral jump, so just jump straight up and throw the holy water. Now that's not what I did there. I actually did a forward jump, and the issue is when that happens, when you hit jump and forward here to throw the second holy water, you'll just jump right into the mummy, which is not great. So we're going to do jump, jump away, oh, holy water, so jump, jump, throw the holy water that way, neutral jump, and then as we're in the air we're going to hit up and forward here, like that, and then the mummies are gone. You can throw in a couple of whips as well, which I think speeds it up ever so slightly, like this. But there we go, that's fine. And then we move on to level 4. Okay, level 4. Level 4 is a strange level, in that there's 2 bone dragons at the end of the level, and we want to do damage boosts off them. Ideally, we want to damage boost to the left, but they can damage boost you to the right as well, which you can recover from, but it loses a couple seconds. So the direction of the damage boost, as far as we know, is determined by which candles you whip in the level, as well as if a fleaman will drop an item or not. So it's something to do with the amount of items that drop in the level. We're not entirely sure exactly how it works. It's very strange and confusing. But I'm going to show you which candles I whip, which worked for me like 95% of the time to get the correct direction damage boost. If you find a better set of candles to whip, then go for it, honestly, because again, this is confusing and I don't fully know how this works, to be honest. But okay, so we're going to wait for this platform. Unfortunately, we can't catch it before it leaves initially. That would be lovely though. We're going to wait here. We're going to whip this candle. So now we're going to jump across here. Now be careful you don't jump too soon here. It's not a precise jump, but you get caught on the ceiling a little, so if you're too far away you will actually just fall in the water. So make sure you're a little bit towards the edge before you jump and grab that key. Then when we're about 1 block away here from the edge, we're going to jump whip this candle, get the big heart. Then we're going to jump whip that cross there. Make a save state here, wait for the platform. So ideally you kind of want to wait for the platform till the sort of left edge of the platform reaches the triangle shaped the triangle shaped crevice, or whatever you want to call it, in the background. I'll edit something in, make it clearer exactly roughly where you kind of want to jump, because it's kind of easy to miss this platform initially, well, at least it was for me when I first learned it. And then actually when you get to the start of the triangle on the other side, is where you kind of want to jump whip that last candle on the right there. So let me show how that should work. So we're going to have to crouch here actually in the cave to get onto that bit, and then we're going to jump there, grab the ring. Now as soon as we get onto this screen, we're going to want to jump. So literally as soon as you get onto the screen, jump immediately, and you've got to quickly get onto the raft and then whip the block in front of you. So whip the block. Okay, whoops, I got confused about which candles I was meant to whip on this screen, so I have come back to redo this bit. So as soon as we get here, we're going to jump, whip this, and then just whip this first candle here. Then jump across to this screen. Jump across. Oh, now don't want to accidentally hit a treasure chest here, because you want to try and keep this key. It's okay if you do lose it. It's not the end of the world. But ideally you don't want to. You will lose. There is a backup, but it loses a couple seconds. So we're going to have to go across on this raft again here as we, after we get across. Got to fall on the raft, duck under the cave, jump up here. And now to avoid using the key on this second chest here, it's kind of a precise jump. You kind of want to get to like almost right in front of it around here before you jump. It does take a little bit of practice though to get used to. So let's make a safe stay here. So jump and then up there. But if you don't and you grab it, it's okay. It just loses a few seconds because we have to get the we have to get another key to replace it. So oh, see, missed it again. Oh, and again, and again, and again. And then that's what happens if you jump too soon. You get caught on the ceiling. So it's kind of an annoying jump, unfortunately. But there we go. But once we're up here, we're gonna get to the wings there. Grab this silver key. Then head back up the stairs, or head up the stairs for the first time. Jump over that enemy, because it doesn't look like there's an enemy there, but there is. Some of the enemies don't load in properly while everything's frozen like this. Okay, then when we're out here, we're going to whip this first candle. Now, what we do on this screen depends whether or not you still have the key. If you don't have the key, if you lost it on one of the earlier chests, then we jump up, jump whip, and then jump whip it. Oh, jump whip again, and then we grab the key here. Then we go back down, whip that, grab the holy water, whip, 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 and go. Now if you do still have the key, then we jump up here, then we do an immediate jump whip which will hit this bottom block, and then a second whip which will then hit the top block. So we go, it goes like jump, whip, whip, land on the chest, and as you're waiting for that chest to open, you can jump up for the silver key. So jump, jump, whip, whip, and then we get the silver key and the holy water, and then grab the heart. Okay, next screen, we're just gonna, oh, well, again, accidentally throwing holy water is something that's very easy to do in this game. We're gonna jump whip the fleeman, and the fleeman didn't drop a heart, so we're fine. If that fleeman does drop a heart, I think that usually does throw things off. And what I used to do when doing runs is if that fleeman dropped a heart, I just whipped like a couple of extra candles to see if I could get the correct damage boost back. Again, there might be different, more efficient ways of doing that though. It's just, again, not fully understanding of how it works. So we're going to jump down, jump whip, no heart again. Going to jump whip that candle. Jump whip that block there. Jump, jump. Down. And then we want to get this last candle here to get the whip upgrade. And then I usually just hit this candle as well as we head in here. So then as soon as we get in here, we want to immediately head left. And then you see this hole in the wall here. Like when I first did my first playthrough of this game, I had no idea for ages until I looked it up what I was meant to do, because I thought this was just background detail. But no, in front of these things you have to crouch, and then as you're crouching, hit up, and that will take you to another area. So once you've gone in that one, we're going to head to the left, jump, 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 and now the moment of truth. Do we get boosted to the left or to the right? And to the left, there we go. So everything worked out well with whipping those candles. Okay, and then we go in here. Head to the left, and then we're going to jump up, and then just walk onto this bone dragon, and it takes us to where we need to be. I will edit in backups here if you get the wrong direction, because you do have to jump slightly differently to get across. Okay, so what happens if we get the rightward damage boost? So say we walk into it. Oh, we've been boosted to the right. Get to the edge of the ledge and jump. So show that again. Boost to the right, get to the edge of the ledge and jump while you still have the iframes. You may be wondering why we can't just kind of jump over it and skip having to worry about it at all. Well, unfortunately its hitbox extends quite far, so if we try, yeah, unfortunately we just get boosted back regardless. So just walk into it and then jump at the edge there. Or something else to mention, I should have mentioned this earlier, is that if the first bone dragon boost is towards the left, then the second will be to the left. If the first is to the right, the second will be to the right. So they're both going to be the same. So because we know that first one is bad, we now know the second one's going to be bad, so we have to approach it a little bit differently. So we get to this one here. So we're going to get to sort of about here, roughly. about sort of halfway through this second block. We're going to jump, get boosted back, and then go forward and jump like that. You can, I think, do it. I think if you just walk into it like that, you might just be able to do it like that. Well, actually, that works as well. I think that's a little bit slower though. But either way, whatever works. But let's do it one more time. Jump, back, and then jump again. So once that's all done, we go into this place by using crouch and up again. And you've got to be a little careful here because it's very easy to get hit by the bone dragons. So you want to jump up here and get about halfway into this first block here, then jump forward and whip, and land on the key. And see, we didn't quite touch the bone dragon. Now, if you're too far forward here, what will happen is you'll grab the key and then you'll get damage boosted back, which is not ideal. So we're gonna go jump halfway into the block, jump and throw and jump and whip. Don't throw the holy water. It's very easy to throw it accidentally, annoyingly. So halfway into the block, jump, whip, and we're good. And then we just walk off, and then into the door. Go and say hello to Frankenstein. Frankenstein again hasn't loaded in properly, but we get to about the middle of the arena, and then we jump forward and throw a holy water, like that. And then just neutral jump and throw the second holy water, and that's it. The boss is down, and that's all there is to level 4. Again, I know it's a little bit odd, the whole candles affecting the damage boost thing, but that's how we understand it for now, anyway. Okay, so level 5. I'm going to start by jump whipping that candle, jump over the skeleton, and then whip as you're landing to get this heart. Then jump whip that candle as well for another heart. Then we get up these stairs here. Now you can either just take the staircase up here to the top platform, or if you're careful, you can just jump up. Be careful you don't sort of like try jumping up and then you fall down, but it's not actually too bad. It's not too bad. Just jump up like that. Okay. Then we jump over that skeleton. So these fleamen here, the ones that have got like a pink sort of coat on, they won't hurt you while frozen, but the other sort of orange coat ones will. So that's interesting. So going up here, I think actually someone told me these were like red skeletons that were like spawning in as fleamen or something because everything's frozen. I'm not entirely certain on that, but I think that might be what's happening. So anyway, yeah, those ones won't hurt you, but the orange coat ones will. So we're going to go all the way to the left here, jump and whip that wall to get a nice silver key. Jump out of there. You can just kind of walk out of there, but it saves a little bit of time just to jump like that. Okay, jump up here. You can go up the stairs, and the fleaman is just about out of range. Getting the key and jumping over the skeleton. Then when we get to this screen, we're going to do a jump whip there to get the big heart. Then jump down, jump over the skeleton again, and then jump off the platform to here. Then we can just go up the stairs. And then it's a case of just being a little bit careful here. I usually kind of slightly tap left and then jump over the skeleton. You should, I believe, if you like one frame the jump, be able to jump over the skeleton like right away, like that. But whatever works for you. Or alternatively, 4 whips and the skeleton's gone. So whatever works best for you. Jumping over that skeleton, and then we're just going to jump down, jump whip that fleaman, and then head up the stairs. We're going to take a hit from that fleaman, and that's fine, and use the iframes just to walk through him. Walk up the stairs, and then jump up here, jump over that fleaman, walk up the stairs again. Then we're going to whip this wall, and there's going to be a merchant inside. So we're going to crouch whip him, then he's going to flash for a couple of seconds, and then this menu will come up. We hit whip again to exchange 30 hearts for the holy water. Then we're going to whip this skeleton 4 times like that. And then walk all the way to the left through the next couple of rooms. Yeah, and this is where you start to really think about heart count. Is when it was sort of level 5 and level 6 is where it really started to come in, because you can start through a lot of holy waters here, and each holy water is 5 hearts, so it's quite expensive. So next section, we're going to jump from about 2 blocks away from the stairs here to get that whip upgrade. Then we're going to head up here. And then try not to throw the holy water as you're trying to jump up there. Yeah, getting used to how the whip's hitbox is half the challenge in this game sometimes. So jump up there. Now, if I remember, is this a big heart in here if you want it? It is. Okay, yeah, big heart here as well. So it's probably the best way of... Oh, holy water. The best way is probably just jump forward, whip, and and then head up the stairs. Okay. So next we're going to head up here. Head up here. You can just walk through the skeleton, he won't hurt you. Then we're going to sort of get to about where this candle is. We're going to jump and throw the holy water, and then we're going to jump over the Axe Knight. Like that. Which worked quite well. Head down the stairs here. Or actually, alternatively, I should say, you can, if you're kind of struggling with the timing of that, or you're worried about heart counts, you can just whip them down. Is it 8 hits? 2, 3, 4... Oh, it's only 4. It's only 4 hits, so it's not actually saving that much time. But it does save a little bit of time. So we're just going to get to the candle, jump through the holy water, jump again. Then we're going to walk down here. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits there. Start walking up these stairs, and then we're going to whip an invisible block to get through here. Be a little bit careful. I found that if I kind of jump whip too quickly, that'll happen, where the whip won't actually hit the block. So kind of slightly delay. Oh, well, not too late like that, but slightly delay. Hello? Oh, there we go. Right. What happened? What happened there? Okay, so very slight delay to the whip. Very, very slight. Not too quick, so it's not instant, and it's not too late either. It's just a slight delay. Slight delay? There we go. Yeah, the hitboxes don't quite make sense sometimes. Okay, then we're going to whip the block that was below it, grab the silver key, then we're going to come to here, and we're going to try and going to hit that candle there, and that's going to get rid of everything on screen. So it's a slight jump, slight delay on the whip, get the candle, head up the stairs. Now that everything's cleared. Then from here we're going to go jump. We're going to jump up here. Then I think from about 1 block in, we throw the holy water and then jump over that knight. Or again, you can just whip him. So we're up here, 1 block in, jump throw the holy water. I think you could even get a little bit closer actually, maybe 2 blocks in. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. So that's what happens if you jump wrong. You end up getting a back boost there. So maybe sort of in between them kind of works. Yeah. There we go. Or once again, the alternative is just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Nice. I do believe there's a single heart in here, which might be helpful. Okay. Nice. Moving on. Okay, so we're going to walk all the way through here. We're going to get about 1 block away from the edge of the screen. We're going to jump, and a bit like in level 3, how we jumped early on an earlier screen to get a heart on the next screen. We're going to jump here and then whip as soon as we're on the next screen. Like that. There we go. And there's a heart. Moving up here. Now, this knight will always boost you to the right like that. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't. Okay, didn't make a save state. But we're going to jump here. There we go. Get the heart again. So this knight will always boost you to the right like this. So we're going to jump on him, and he's going to boost us over here. So it's strange how like that knight will always boost you the same way, but the bone dragons in level 4 won't. So I don't know how it all works. Okay, so you can jump whip that, or just whip that to get an extra heart if you need it. Okay, so next stair trick. So we're going to walk all the way to the top here. Then we're going to go all the way to the bottom here. Then we're going to... This is how I do it. However you want to do it, as long as that the 30-second... Or the step that you're stepping off the staircase is the 30-second step. So, once again, we just get... leave the staircase, which starts you over again. Walk to the bottom. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and that does it. So that's how I count it. I count it like every single time I walk up, I count 1, and then back down, and then up 2, back down, up, and then 3. But however you want to count it, however it works best for you. But either way, once we get up here, I'm going to grab that key, jump down, walk up this staircase here. Through here, and once again just walk into this knight and he'll boost you through to the right here. Now this knight you can either just whip through like that, or there is a slightly harder holy water throw. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay, I've got it. So it was actually Burb that figured out this strat, which saves a little bit of time. So what happens is you come up to the top here, then you jump to the left, and then a delayed holy water throw. Then you jump again, so you're in the air long enough before the so you don't get hit by the axe knight, or the axe knight before he gets killed by the holy water. So jump, delayed throw, jump. Oh, there we go, like that. Let's try again. So jump, delayed throw, jump, and that was too late. So that might have been, yeah, the holy water throw was wrong there, and so when I ended up jumping, I was still caught in the hitbox. So jump, like that. There we go. Or once again, alternately for quick whips. So again, there's not too much difference in like how much time a lot of these little things save. It's just that this is a run that you'll tend to find you feel like you can optimize fairly quickly, because there's not too many like super difficult tricks, and so often a lot of these little small time saves will start to matter a lot. So we'll head up to these stairs here, and then pretty much as soon as we get onto this next screen, we're going to want to jump and throw a holy water. So, or jump forward and throw a holy water, I should say, like that. Then jump again before you get to that axe knight, so you don't get killed by the hitbox, because if you just walk forward there, you'll get hit like that. So jump forward, instant throw holy water, jump again, and you're fine. And then we will go into here, and this is the death fight. And once again, just walk to about here, jump, throw the holy water, you'll get a big heart from that candle, jump, throw the holy water, like that. Lovely stuff. So let's see that again. Jump, throw the holy water, jump, throw the holy water, and just like that you can get the heart as well. Get the orb to heal, and then another big heart. So all the candles in this room you ideally want to get if you can. And that's all for level 5. Okay, so the last level, level 6. Now there's two very different ways to approach this level. You can either unfreeze the enemies quite early on, which is faster, so by unfreeze time, so everything's been kind of glitched out and frozen the whole since level 2. But now you can unfreeze them quite early in this level, and it's faster. Or you can keep everything frozen until just before Dracula and then unfreeze time. You have to unfreeze before Dracula because he won't spawn in otherwise. So I'm going to get to the point in the level where those two sort of paths diverge, and then I'll show you the faster unfreezing everything strats, then I'll show you the keep everything frozen strats. Okay, so, well, firstly, everything's going to be the same regardless, so we're just going to go across here. Just grab the golden key and jump across all the gaps. Be careful on this next screen, because there's a pit quite quickly here, so you have to be ready for that. You want to make sure you're jumping over this chest, so you don't end up wasting your golden key. So jump across here. Another sort of very quick pit there. Make sure you dodge that. Grab the silver key, jump whip that to get the big heart. And in the door we go. So we're going to jump down there, jump up here. We're going to whip that candle to get a white book, and that's going to make the daggers that we need to buy from the merchant, that's going to make them cheaper, so they don't cost as many hearts, so we can keep our hearts back for the Dracula fight. So we're going to come up here now, coming to the left. And so this is where the paths diverge a little bit, but initially we're going to jump across, and we're going to slightly get close to this axe knight to get the stopwatch, or the hourglass as I guess it is in this game. But if you're not too careful and you kind of rush this, you'll just take a boost like that, which isn't the end of the world, but you know, it's a little bit slower than you would want. So you're going to jump across there. Oh, it's so easy to accidentally get hit there. So move close to the chest to get to that, and that now. If you're going to do the faster way of doing the level, you're going to jump across and activate the hourglass. So I'll show this way of going through the level first. Okay, so for the faster method, we're going to jump across, activate, jump, grab that heart there. We're going to walk into this axe, quickly grab this golden key, and then about halfway through this pillar in the background, jump over the axe knight. Now the golden key here, you technically don't have to get. What it does is it allows us to get a shield shortly here, which makes the phase 1 of the Dracula fight considerably easier and less risky. It does technically, I think, cost like a second in total to grab both the key and the shield. To me, it's worth it. Maybe if you're very good at the phase 1 Dracula fight and you're confident you want every possible second you can get, then you can just skip it. But yeah, I'm going to definitely grab the golden key here, so let's show that again. So we're going to jump across, activate, jump. Or I should say, to activate the stopwatch again, it's up and down. So jump, activate there, up here, hit the axe, grab the golden key, get halfway through this pillar, jump, just like that. Okay. Next, we're going to get to here, so we're going to get to the edge of this first pillar, and then we're going to jump, and then we're going to get to the edge of the second pillar, and then we're also going to jump. So let me show you what that looks like. Jump, jump, and then we're going to boost off that guy and land on these stairs here, and on this platform here. So jump, jump, just like that. Nice, okay. Next up, we're going to get to about here. Then we're going to jump whip that slime there, and that's going to allow us to take a damage boost while we're still in the air without getting knocked back, which means the axe won't knock us back. So we're going to go jump, oh, not quite like that, jump, like that, so we kind of just can grab onto the stairs pretty quickly. Whereas if we don't do that, and we just kind of, that happens, the axe pulls us in towards the axe knight, and we don't really want that. So get to about there, whip, and then up the stairs we go. Then this screen, the Fleamen are kind of RNG, and will do a lot of different things. You just kind of want to get to about the top of the stairs and then whip them down as quick as possible like that. There's a few different things that they can do. They can start jumping around like that, and you can end up taking multiple hits, but as long as you get rid of the Fleamen, everything's okay. So this chest here is where we use the golden key to get the shield. So, but we also want to whip the wall, whip the merchant, we get the shield, and then we get the dagger there. So because we got the white book earlier, the daggers only cost 30 hearts. Okay, so now our standard whip weapon has been replaced with daggers. So that's interesting and very useful for the Dracula fight. So one more time, we're going to whip that, whip the merchant, get the daggers. We're going to walk up the stairs, and now this is where things get a little interesting. There's two ways of approaching this now. The faster way, and the considerably faster way, I forget exactly how much it saves, I can't remember, it's somewhere between 8 and 12 seconds, is the Fleamen boost. So you can either do the Fleamen boost to get up here, but it's completely, we don't really understand how the Fleamen work, to be honest. But I'll get to that in a moment. The alternate way is just to do a stair glitch here, so to walk down to here and go, and well, again, this is how I do this stair glitch, however you get to 32 steps. But anyway, I'm going to walk to here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then we're going to walk up here. We're going to get to here. Oh, we're going to get to like the edge, and then, well, a bit quicker than that, face right. So let's do that again. 1, 2, oh. And if you ever lose count on stairs and it ever gets messed up, just walk off them and walk back on them. That resets everything. So we're going to go walk to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So we're just going to make a save state here in case I mess this up again. But just if you walk directly up, get to there, jump, and then jump down, and then jump down there, and you'll fall between and you'll land there. So that's the idea with the stair glitch. That's the consistent way that will work every time. The Fleamen boost is oh, hang on, can I get off these stairs now? There we go. So the Fleamen boost is difficult because it's kind of completely random. Again, as we understand, there's 3 kind of starting patterns the Fleamen can do. So he can either sort of do that where he jumps down very quickly and very, very much to the right. There's one where he jumps down slightly further to the left, and then there's one where he'll jump on the cog on the top. And there's kind of different timings you can try and use to get the boost, but honestly I've never found any of them really work consistently. So what some people do is they'll walk to where this kind of cog is here, then they'll walk back and jump. They'll try and use that to time it. I've again not found too much consistency with that. What I usually do is I'll just walk to here and then jump like that, and then sometimes you'll get the boost from the Fleaman. Again, this is worth investigating more. If you think you can maybe find like a more consistent setup or something that works for you like all the time, then absolutely go for it. So walk to here. So you see that one, if we were, I think, slightly further to the right, that might have boosted it up. But sometimes that Fleaman can kind of glitch out in front of the block and not hit you, but not always. It's a little bit confusing. So we're going to walk to about here. Nope. See if I can get it like once here to show you. Nope. And this, if you go for this in runs, again, at least with how inconsistent it currently is, yeah, this is where there's a big reset point. So that's the other pattern where he's on the cog, and then the idea is you kind of want to jump up as he's jumping down, and you can often get boosted. But again, you kind of want to be only slightly jutting out of the platform like that. So then we jump up, jump down. Oh, you can activate the stopwatch there, and then jump down again. Oh, I fell down there. But that's kind of the idea. So let's see if I can do it one more time here. Oh, okay. Again, it glitched out in front of the block, which is just brilliant. Nope. Sometimes with that one, I kind of delay slightly more on the jump, and you can get a very, very late random hop from the Fleaman. But again, I've never been able to get it consistently. Oh, that was really late. Oh, so that's the late hop, but unfortunately it didn't boost me up that time. Nope. Okay, just wait for a moment to maybe try and get a different pattern. Nope. Yeah, and this is not fun. This is not great. So yeah, the stair glitch is definitely much better for consistency. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to jump down, activate the watch, and then jump at the edge of the cog there, and we land down here. So that's the idea. Sorry, I'm not great at explaining that, and I don't sort of... Ooh, don't let that happen. Yeah, but sorry, I don't fully understand how that works. But that probably needs a lot more investigation. But that's kind of how we currently try and go about that. It's more of a sort of YOLO strat and hope at the moment, anyway. Okay, so once we're down here, we're going to go to the left here and walk up the stairs. Going to take a hit from that Fleaman for some jolly iframes. And then walk all the way up to the door. And then we're into the next section. So, just walk up the stairs. We're going to jump at the start of this screen, throw one dagger to get the heart, and then because we've got the shield, we can just take... that actually blocks the Axe Knight axes as well. So then we can just walk down the stairs, jump across here. You don't have to grab... There's a heart here, you don't have to grab it. I'm going to. Then walk up these stairs here. Again, there's another big heart here as well if you need it. Again, you get a feel for how many hearts you feel like you're going to need later on. But this seems to be plenty for now. So then we're going to try and take a damage boost while we're still on the stairs so we don't take any knockback. And then we're going to walk up these stairs. Going to be a little bit careful in this next room with some of the jumps. But we're going to jump here, then jump around here, and then throw a dagger. That's kind of the idea. So jump, 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 throw a dagger, and then jump at the end of the ledge. Let's do that again. Jump, jump, get to hug that wall, jump, throw a dagger. Sometimes the Fleaman will jump at slightly different times, so you might have to adjust the dagger throw a little bit. But once you've done that, carefully jump up to this ledge. It's very easy to miss. A few of us have all kind of missed a bunch, or lost a bunch of runs to missing this jump here. Okay, so next up we're going to. Oh no, we don't want to hit that candle. We don't want to do that. We do want to open the chest though. That's right, and then we get the boots, which makes Simon move a little bit faster. Once again, take a damage boost on that Fleaman if you can early on, so you don't get any knockback. Then once you're here, you can either walk up the stairs or you can just jump up like that. And then one more stair glitch to perform. So once again, 32 steps with the 30-second step being the one that leaves the staircase. But this is once again how I do it. Walk to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And up we go. And because we have the shield, we can just take any hits from that Axe Knight. Now, there is a couple of hearts here if you want them. There's a big heart there, again, if you need it. And then, but once you're ready, you just walk through that Axe Knight and he boosts you into the door, just like that. Okay, and because we've already unfrozen time long ago, we don't have to worry about unfreezing time before Dracula. Okay, so I will now show you the other way of getting through the level where everything's still frozen, and then we'll talk about the Dracula fight. Okay, so we're back here again with the stopwatch hourglass item. Where we just picked it up rather, but this time we're not going to activate it. We're just going to go through the level and leave everything frozen until just before Dracula. So we're just going to jump across, jump and whip the candle, walk up the stairs. Going to grab the key so that we can get the shield in a little bit, which helps with Dracula phase 1. Not necessary, but trust me, it really helps. Then we're going to walk into this Axe Knight, take a backwards damage boost and walk through him. And do the same again. We're going to jump about one full block away from the edge here. We're going to jump, and then you can either walk up these stairs or just jump up them like that. Then we're just going to walk up here into the next couple of rooms. Then the Fleaman, we're going to crouch and whip the Fleaman, and then this treasure chest here is where we're going to pick up the shield. We're going to whip the wall and then crouch whip a merchant to get some daggers, which are now cheaper because of the white book we got earlier. So whip, crouch whip, get the daggers. Then we're going to come up here, and then in the next room we're going to do a stair trick, or stair glitch, whatever you wish to call it. So once again, 32 steps, with the 32nd step being the one that's leaving the staircase. So this is how I do it. Again, I walk down to this step, then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then that perfectly lines up 32 steps. So then we're going to walk to here, back around here, hold right, jump up and grab the key, instantly jump down, get to the very edge of this cog here, and then jump down again. And we just walk up the stairs, and then we get to the next area. Do. Okay, just walk up these stairs. Jump and hit that candle for a big heart if you want one. Again, you can go through hearts quite quickly on the Dracula fight. You'll get a feel for how many hearts you'll probably need. There's another big heart here as well. So you walk off and then walk up here. And there's another big heart here as well. Grab that one if you want it. And then the Fleaman here, stop back here, throw the dagger. Then up the staircase. And then, next room, we're just going to go jump across the gap, jump up here, and then we're going to jump, hit the Fleaman, and then get quite close to the edge here, because it's an easy jump to miss. Trust me, we've all lost quite a few runs to this little jump here. We're going to jump up and then throw a dagger at the Fleaman, like that. Okay, so just show you that again. Jump, 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 throw, jump, throw. And then we're going to open the chest to get some boots to move a little bit faster. Get hit by the Fleaman as we're walking up there, so we can use the iframes just to walk through him. Then we can either walk up or just jump up that staircase, grab the silver key. And the same stair trick again, so however you want to do it, but I'm going to do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we're going to walk up here, and then just going to start throwing a bunch of daggers to get rid of the Axe Knight, because for some reason, when frozen, he will boost you backwards. So we'll get rid of all that, get the extra hearts, and we're back at Dracula. Hang on, adding in a bit here because I forgot a very crucial part. So if you are doing the route where you're keeping everything frozen, you must unfreeze before Dracula. So just jump forward, unfreeze, and then when you go in, Dracula will actually spawn in. Like that, there we go. Okay, so Dracula. Dracula can be a bit tricky. But if you've got the shield, it makes phase 1 considerably easier because the fireballs that he'll eventually fire, if you're not quick enough, won't hit you. So which is really nice. So we're going to walk in here. I'll just show how it goes first, and then we'll break down phase 1. And there we go, phase 1. So there's a few things to think about here. So when we go in, we're initially just going to jump over the block and then get to around where Dracula's ear is in the painting in the background, then jump back onto the block, then turn around and face left towards Dracula. So that's the first part of this. So jump over to the ear, jump back, face... Oh, don't walk too far. That's the issue when Simon walks so quick in this game. It's very easy to walk off these small blocks. But jump here, face left. That's the first part. The next part is going to be to activate the stopwatch. And to do that, I use an audio cue as for when to activate it. I activate it in the music. So the music, let's listen to the music first. So we go do 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 do. The third do there is when I activate it, so it kind of goes do 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 do. That third do is when I activate it. I'm sorry if that's not too clear, but that's you'll kind of get a feel for it when you can do it. The issue is if you activate too early. If you activate too early here, what will happen is your daggers will go right through. Oh, and that's something else as well, is if you're too close to Dracula there, he will hit you. So you kind of have to be far enough on the block that you don't, not too far that you don't walk off it, but not too close that Dracula's actually going to hit you when his hitbox spawns in. Okay, so once you've frozen him the first time, you fire a bunch of daggers at him. And then in the background, you'll hear the stopwatch beeping after you've activated it. It'll go beep, 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 beep. And after the fourth beep of the stopwatch, that's when you've got to go and activate it again, basically. And then once Dracula's frozen a second time, you then throw more daggers on and hopefully win. If you try and activate it too early, it won't work, and the fireballs will come out and he'll teleport, and you've got to try and do a bit of a slower fight. If you activate too late, the fireballs will hit you, but that's where the shield comes in. The shield gives you a bit more leeway for getting this wrong, basically. So let's try and show it again. So jump over, get to the ear, jump back, do, fire the daggers. Oh, and see, because I was talking, I couldn't hear the audio cue, but because I had the shield, it prevented me from getting hit by the fireballs, which gave me a longer time to react and activate the watch a second time. So let's try and show that one more time. I'll try and be quiet this time. Oh, too early. I jumped too early, which is not good. One more time. Four. And my rhythm was really bad there. But again, because I have the shield protect me with the fireballs and really gave me a lot more leeway. Like some people just mash the dagger button and that can work. I do tend to find that a rhythm works better though. Like it's quite a quick rhythm. Let's see if I can try and show. Oh, let's break everything, Wyvern. So it's kind of like a very quick rhythm. It is a very quick rhythm. But yeah, I do tend to find a rhythm works better, but whatever works for you. So let's try and do that again. Try and see if I can do it a little bit quicker. Okay, there we go. And that moves us on to phase 2. So there's two ways of doing phase 2. So up here. So you'll hear a beep here. And that's when you want to kind of activate your first stopwatch when you get up to this platform. So you activate the stopwatch and then throw it at the sort of jewel in his forehead. And then you've got to keep basically activating the stopwatch and not get hit by the bats. Again, every sort of use the 4 beeps as kind of a cue. And if you miss it like that, the bats will hit you and it's a bad time. So I'm kind of bad at this way of doing it. So two daggers at a time. There we go. So yeah, that one's a little tricky and a little bit riskier, because if the bats hit you up there, you kind of get like knocked off, and it kind of goes it can go quite poorly quite quickly. So you'll end up flying down here, and then you can end up walking off when you're sort of panicking and whatnot. So the alternate method is just to go all the way to the top here. And then that feels a little less safe, because if the bats hit you here, they just knock you back to where you are. And it also takes a little longer for them to get to you, so it's a little less strenuous. So you do have to kind of up and down there to activate the watch. Sorry, I'm bad at this at the best of times, especially when talking. But this is the safer way. I tend to find you can get about three rounds of daggers in between every stopwatch activation, so that could be another way of trying to time it. Instead of trying to listen to the beeps here, is just every 3 rounds of daggers. You know, okay, well it's time to reactivate the stopwatch again. And yeah, that's Dracula defeated, and that's the any percent speedrun of Vampire Killer. Yeah, thank you for watching. I apologise if I didn't explain everything too well there. I'm not really the best. I haven't made too many tutorials before. I'm not really always the best at explaining. But if you have any questions or anything you want to discuss about the run or whatnot, then feel free to either leave a comment or reach out on Twitch, twitch.tv/AgentWyvern, or I will also leave a link to, this is the most useful, is a link to the Castlevania speedrunning Discord. Below, and there's a whole channel in there for Vampire Killer if you have any questions for sort of everyone involved in Vampire Killer speedrunning. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a most wonderful rest of the day.